What's up, guys? It's your boy Damnboy, back with another video. Today, without the green screen, it is messing a little bit with me. Today we're gonna have a look at the Mage Nax AoE farm. We're gonna look at Duo, Trio, and Quattro. We're gonna show the differences between them, tell you how fast it is and what I prefer myself. We're gonna look at the evade spots, very important, especially when you get started, and for resetting the mobs, of course. We're gonna look at the loot table, and we're gonna talk about, in general, how just this pool works. Before we get started, like, sub, and comment down below would greatly appreciate it. I do also stream on Twitch, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Come check me out, let's hang out. Ask me any questions if you have any, and let's just have a good time. Let's get into it. So what are you gonna make your gold from? Well, you are gonna be killing 9 goals, infectious goals, and they all have a 100% chance to drop a scrap. So you can get all these 4 scraps. You get 1 from each goal. The ones that are hardest to come by is the war-torn chain scrap, then the leather one, and then the cloth and plate drop pretty regularly. They have a higher chance to drop. On top of that, word of thawing. These are used to get frozen runes inside Nax. They have around 11% chance to drop, so you get approximately 1 every clear you do of 9 mobs. On top of that, which is not included in the gold per hour, you can get trash picks, you can get a pair of mail shoulders, plate shoulders, cloth chest, best in slot warrior chest, that is actually leather, mail belt, plate belt, mail legs, plate legs, bis mage ring. I actually had one of these drop yesterday in a 7-hour session. Sticking ball buckler as well. Harbinger of Doom, this is second biz for dagger rogues in offhand. And a really great weapon for warriors. And great mace for PvP rogues as well. The items you want to sell in here is misplaced server arm. I would say you could sell it from anywhere between 3k and 6k gold. Harbinger of Doom, same applies, 3 to 6k gold. Misplaced server arm is the most rare of the 2 though, so I would sell this for more. Ring of the Eternal Flame, I think mages will farm this themselves, otherwise you could sell it for probably around 2 to 3k gold. And the same goes for Goldskin Tunic, around 2 to 3k gold I would say. I think to note, you do not get saved when you're doing these runs, because you actually don't even reset the instance, even though if you reset the instance, it doesn't matter. You only get saved if you loot and use a word of thawing to get frozen runes, or if you kill a boss. I think to note though, if you're selling the epics, the person who wants to buy it has to be inside the instance all the time, and of course not DC. He does not have to log out or anything, so he's 100% AFK. Anyway, for the evade spots, these are very practical when you get started. You're gonna probably use them a couple times in the start at least, if you do the pulls wrong or something like that. But this is the first spot. You basically just run over here to the spider wing, jump up on this ledge, stand here and wait till you're out of combat. Sometimes if the mobs are very close to you, it might take quite a while to reset, so I would go to the second evade spot. If you're further away from the mobs that way, go over here, stand and wait. I did experience some times when the mobs were very close that you had to wait a couple of minutes though before you left combat. Do remember though that the people who wants to buy the epics has to be inside the instance. They can be 100% AFK because you're not going to be resetting like you do in CG. You're just going to be evading the slimes and then the goals will actually respawn. So that is very simple. As for the pool, the way it works is you only need a lip for every clear. So that is around 45 gold on servers, most servers. So it costs you around 2 to 3 gold depending on how many mages you're doing this with per clear. Pretty damn awesome. You do not need a Santa Speed Potion. You only need to bring a little bit of focus, and there you have some very easy gold. So the pool works like this. You have 3 packs, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and 1 straight ahead. You should mark all the slimes so you can keep a track of where they are. You're gonna do a blizzard here for 2 to 3 seconds on the first pack. Then you're gonna blink right away. You're gonna body pull or fire blast the right pack. You are gonna counterspell the pack in the front, and then you're gonna lip when they get close to you. And then you do a Nova, and you actually would the preferred way to do it is do cold snap and then double nova. That way, like I did here, I got 2 mobs that resisted. That way you'll avoid that. I was lucky to get a cone of cold off and a blink right after, so I avoid dying. But you will more or less get instant killed by these goals. They hit for like 2 to 3k. Anyways, this is the 2-man farm. Basically both of the mages are gonna be spamming Blizzard. The one who's kiting, in this case it is me. I'm gonna be spamming max rank Blizzard from the get-go till I am almost and then I'm gonna evocate. That way you have one mage that is controlling where the pack goes, so you can keep them aligned. The other mage is just going to be spamming rank 1, and of course you're doing max rank Blizzard whenever he gets a clear cast. But as you can see, I'm spamming max rank as much as possible here. An important thing is, when the tick of your improved Blizzard is on the mobs and it gets lower than 2 to 3 seconds, you know you should do another Blizzard if the other mage is not doing it. Because you can see we're running at the same time here, not a great idea. What you should be doing is your one mage is casting Blizzard, the other one runs, this guy starts casting Blizzard, and then the other one runs. Anyways, as you can see, I'm almost and I need to evocate, and you can see the slimes are converging on the left. The pull itself and when the slimes converge is where you can die. But should you mess up like we just did here, you can just Nova, and you avoid the slimes by running this way. You can also run the other way, it's totally up to you. As you can see, I almost died here. Personally, I do not like this 2-man farm because it is very sketchy. It is much easier doing it with 3 mages or more. A thing to note on the 2-man pull is you want to use your invocation as much as possible so you can kill him faster. The 2-man pull takes around 20 minutes. Anyways, what changes when you go to 3-man mage pull is you will still have one guy kiting, but if you have the Maraudon Dagger, which most people have now, it only takes 50 kills approximately to get it. It's 2% drop chance from the princess in Maraudon. You will be having one mage spamming Arcane Explosion, and with talents you have reduced arcane damage threat by 40%, and as a frost you have 30% reduced on frost spells. So you will not be getting aggro very fast. But as you can see here, I start spamming some rank 1 Arcane Explosions. I'm getting mana back, 300 mana back, and the spell only costs 75 mana as far as I recall, so you're actually getting mana back this way as well. And you do a lot of damage as well. But of course, when you get a clear cast, you want to use your max rank Arcane Explosion. And you can actually also just spam max rank Arcane Explosion. You just got to be wary if you get threat. Always have your eye on the threat meter when you're doing this pull. At least if you're doing Arcane Explosions. As for dying and stuff like that, as long as you don't get too close to the goals and you don't have threat and you don't have aggro on them, you can't really get one shot by them. But if you stand on top of them, they will hit you no matter what. The slimes, on the other hand, they actually change aggro. I don't know why or how, but they kind of change it out of the blue spontaneously. I think sometimes if you get really close to a slime, it's going to start targeting you instead. But I haven't really figured that part out yet. But anyways, as you can see, in the 3-man pull, the slimes are converging now. You gotta watch out. Don't get hit by the slimes. Make sure to mark them. And when the slimes are converging, make sure to always have one guy slowing the ghouls. Because if they run free, they will catch up to you really quick and they will kill you quick. But as always, you have Nova. You can't just Nova them in case something goes wrong, one gets out of the pack or something. After Nova, and if you don't Nova them all, just make sure to Blizzard the front pack so the back ones catch up. Just like any other Blizzard pull you do as a mage. Anyways, to sum the trial pull up, it is 10 to 12 minutes kill time. Always have 2 mages focusing on Blizzard and 1 mage can focus on Arcane Explosion. When one of the mages is doing evocation, make sure to still have 2 mages focusing on Blizzard. You do not want them running loose. But this is the best farm I've had so far. I actually got the goosebumps right there. Yesterday I was actually talking on the phone, vaping and blizzarding and farming meanwhile. It's so damn easy. Anyways, let's move on to the 4-man pull. As for the 4-man pull, the initial pull itself is the same. By the way, the gargoyle, as you can see flying there, actually resets when he gets out here. So don't worry about that one. It's only when you do the pull you have to focus and wait for him to run out of line of sight when you're doing the first blizzard. Anyways, with 4 mages, the kill time is 7 to 9 minutes. Usually when we do 4 mages though, we always have a mage or 2 dying a couple of times because they get too eager to kill it faster. What you're going to be doing here is the exact same as the 3-man pool, but you will have 2 mages blizzarding, always have 2 mages blizzarding, and you will have 2 mages with the Maraudon Dagger spamming that fat arcane explosion. As you can see, this is actually from my stream. I am chilling very much while I'm doing this. 4-man is definitely my preferred way to do it. 3-man is just as easy, but 4-man just makes it faster and you need to focus less. That's kind of the difference between 2-man, 3-man and 4-man pulls. One thing to remember though is you are more dependent on the other mages, since if they slack it's going to take longer time and you're going to get less loot, or you're going to clear it slower. Anyways, as you can see, the slimes are converging. Just always have a mage slowing the goals like I'm doing here, and that is pretty much it. The 4-man pull or the 3-man pull is the ones I recommend, and as you can see down here on the left, I'm actually just sitting there vaping, chilling, getting very good gold. Last night I was doing this, I actually got around, I calculated having the scraps sell for 50 gold each and the word of thawing for 100 gold each. So yesterday I got around 600 to 700 gold an hour doing this. If you have any questions or the like, feel free to throw me a comment down below. A sub and a like would also be greatly appreciated. It really helps my channel growing. I do also stream on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday from 7 to 11 PM Copenhagen time. If you want to chat or just chill, come and hang with me. Anyways, as always, have a damn great day.